and there is not a hell of a lot wrong with what you do. Just explain to me really what you feel you're lacking, because you think you said about pace control and strike.
Yeah.
You're off 6 handicap, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Just explain to me where you feel your weaknesses are within your putting.
The biggest weakness I have in my putting is distance putting, pace putting.
Okay.
And
And what are we
I
talking
wonder
about?
if that came from tempo and strike combination.
Okay. And then we talk about 20 foot, 30 foot, 50 foot, 80 foot.
Probably once it starts getting 30 foot plus, there's a big lack of consistency of getting it near the hole.
Okay. And is it generally short, or is it long, or is it left, or is it right? Is there any kind of consistency to that pattern?
Probably short is the most consistent miss.
Okay. And whereabouts are you playing your golf at the moment?
I play at St Cuthbert's in Prestwick, which is Ayrshire.
And they're obviously, they're links greens, are those?
It's a parkland course. The greens are very, very good.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're all really well.
Okay, all right. What we'll do is just hit some putts for me. How many balls do you have there with you?
I've got 3 at the moment, but I can get more if you need them.
3 is fine. 3 we can just hit and then just recollect. That's great, perfect. If you just hit some putts for me and let's just have a look, because again, everything I saw in the videos looked really, really good. So when you sent me the videos the other day, you said to me on one of the messages that you could see something wasn't quite right.
Yeah.
What did you see?
I fell on the kind of down the line putt. The putter head seemed to kind of go out and away from the ball.
Okay.
And I think sometimes when I follow through, the putter head again finishes high and wide as opposed to finishing its natural arc.
Okay. So with that, with the putter finishing, that's kind of, once the ball's been struck, okay, what you do afterwards is kind of a habit, a pattern of what's kind of led to that, but it's not going to influence the ball. Yeah. Okay. It's like if someone was taking a full swing and they were coming down towards impact, and they had a chicken wing, coming out here. Yeah. That's the effect of how they were impact. They still struck the golf ball. It's still gone in the right direction, but it hasn't got the optimal power and everything else for it. So there's an issue with just not loading properly, and that's the cause and effect of why that happens. So with putting, what you're probably seeing is why I should get a towel is I think there's we could improve your core stability a little bit more. I can see there's a small amount, but just enough of drifting, and where the putter would then stay probably a fraction open, because you're kind of it's not a massive sway. It's very, very small, but it's enough that can influence you to strike it at the bottom of the putter, because it's drifting. You're coming this way, you can drift up a little bit. Even though you're leaning back, you can still sway, and the putter's never really kind of hitting its low point at the right time. So I think we're going to concentrate today on really just balance awareness. Okay, so if we can get the 3 balls, we'll put the towel down, and then we'll do some drills with that, because when I've been looking at your videos, you return the putter really well back to where it should be. And if I'm just gonna draw some lines here, I'll just show the guys at home what I'm seeing. It's returning pretty much bang on, and that was there you go. So you'll be able to see that yourself. If you did some slow motion videos, you'll be able to see that putter. Oh, there we go. It's returning straight back on the line again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's really, really good. The only issue I've got is your legs sometimes move a little bit, and that may be, when you're doing long putts, you may be moving too much. So I think if we can really just ground you a little bit more, then you're just working the upper body and then just swinging the putter. I think the lower body's probably getting a little bit more involved. Even you're hitting a 12-foot putt there, you're not going to be moving as much, but a long putt, you're going to be moving, then the inconsistency in strike can start to happen as well. Also, okay, when you're practicing on the green, when we finally get out of this mess that we're in at the moment, what I would like you to do is set a tee mark at 20 foot, a tee mark at 30, a tee mark at 40, if your practice green is that big at the golf club. And then I want you to hit one putt to 20, one putt to 30, and one putt to 40. Once you've done that, have a look at what the mistake is, right? Then go up one hill and then come back down the hill and hit those 3 putts again. Find out what the worst putt was. Because then, say it's 4 foot away from the hole, from the tee peg. If it's 4 foot away from the tee peg, then your next port of call is to go away and work on 4 foot putts.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is you're setting yourself up for there to be the mistake to happen, because we always make mistakes in golf and we're not perfect. So there's no point always obviously practicing a perfect distance putt each time. What you're doing is obviously you're building yourself up of tempo, and if you can hit 3 putts the same each time, fantastic. But when you're under the golf course pressure and everything else, what's nice to know is, right, okay, if I hit a bad putt, I'm generally going to be in that 4-5 foot radius of the hole. Right, so I'm going to then practice that so I can get my second putt in. Does that make sense? It's just a different psychology of thinking about how, when we got long distance putting and you don't quite get it to the hole, and if you're working on these longer distance putts, you can then just work on a kind of, okay, well, I can go away, work on these 4 foot putts. Right, if we put the towel down now, and we want to set that, trying to pretty much where the front of the shoelaces begin on your shoes, which is just around the balls of the foot. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so if you grab your putter, I'm going to grab a ball as well. And what I'm going to get you to do is I want you to engage your core. Okay, we've all got one of those, but sometimes people don't know what it is. And I want you just to lift your heels very fractionally off the ground, so it makes you slightly off balance. Good. All right, let's give that a go. Good.
Okay.
So I can see your hips now are very still. Solid legs, really solid. Really good.
Yeah.
That one you moved a bit. Did you feel that?
Maybe, yeah. I feel it when I've stopped that I'm sitting back a little bit.
Yeah, so when you hit that putt, your pelvis just twisted a little bit to open, okay? And then again, that it won't actually make you swing the putter inwards. It actually kind of counteract it, because your hips are going one way, so you go, oh, I better hold it open a little bit, okay? So, kind of the eye-hand ball coordination starts to kick in a little bit, and then suddenly you'll get the one that goes left as well, because if you get 3 more balls again.
Yeah.
Again, we'll keep trying this. Again, it's just a nice, simple drill. You can do it barefooted as well at home. And it's understanding where your stability is, keeping your lower body nice and tight, Good. Yeah, that's a good putt. How that one feel?
Yeah, it feels good. You do feel the kind of resistance in the legs of keeping your posture still.
Yeah, and that's so important. If we've got any more moving parts, then this is going to bring the strike off. But again, your stroke looks really good. I mean, if the thing is, we become too particular on things looking too perfect, and we're our own worst critics. So you're always trying to look at something to try and find something wrong, rather than just go, do you know what? I really do that well. I'm actually doing that really well, which will then help you focus on more about improving your distance control, holding out better from shorter distance, not three putting as much, because you've got, do you know what? I am a good putter. I can putt well. Technically, I'm actually pretty sound. You would actually, obviously, benefit so much more, and just those small millimeter changes by using a Sam Putt Lab, a Quintic, or one of these other new technologies in putting. That would really help you, because it will really just come down to a fine art on where you're aiming. Is the putter staying closed or open too much? Where's the path? All those things, because so I get like a pro in or a +4 handicapper in, and they'll be showing that, and you have to go, do you know what? You're looking really sound, but there's a few things we can work on there, just to get to the real nitty gritty of it. Okay, what are the underlining things that I can't see on video, and then that's where that technology starts to really show its best bits.
Okay.
So what we'll do now, we'll hit 3 more putts, and we'll step off the towel, and then just see how you react to that now.
Okay. So 3 still on the towel.
You're going to come off the towel now. That's it. And then just see how that feels. You should hopefully feel a bit more grounded. Good, nice and still with those legs, just upper body only. That's really good, that one. I love that. How those last 2 look fantastic.